Climate change. Human activity makes forests emit carbon. 10 of the world's most highly protected forests have become net source of carbon as they are degraded by human activity and climate change. The alarming insight is from a study of planet warming gases emitted from absorbed by forests in UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It revealed 10 protected forests had emitted more carbon than they locked away over the past 20 years. World Heritage forests span an average twice the size of Germany. The same research also revealed that the network of 257 World Heritage forests around the world collectively removed 190 million tons of carbon from the atmosphere every year. This is nearly half of the UK's annual carbon emissions from fossil fuels, said Dr. Tels Carvalho-Resende from the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization known as UNESCO, who co-authored the report. We now have the most detailed pictures of the data of the vital role that the forests play in the mitigating climate change. Combining satellite-derived data from monitoring information at the site level, researchers estimated that the carbon absorbed and by World Heritage forest between 2001 and 2020, but as well as cultivating the billion of the tons of the carbon absorbed by all that biomass of trees and vegetations, the research revealed how much pressure some of these sites were under. The sites studied in this assessment have some of the highest level of official protection. They are deemed globally significant in terms of their natural value to the world and are closely and continuously monitored. But they are still under significant pressure, Dr. Carvalho-Resende said. The main pressures are agriculture encroachment, illegal logging, human-induced pressures. But we also found climate-related threats, most specifically wildfires. Vicious cycle. In recent years, what UNESCO called unprecedented wildfires, notably in Siberia, the US and Australia, have generated tens of millions of the tons of CO2, carbon dioxide. It's a vicious cycle, Dr. Carvalho said. More carbon emissions means more wildfires, which means more carbon emissions. And wildfires are not the only climate-related threat. Alarming message. Hurricane Maria destroyed an estimated 20% of the forest cover in the Morne Trois Pitons National Park, Dominica, in 2017. There's an alarming message from this study, Dr. Carvalho said. Even the best and the most protected forest area in the world are threatened by the global climate crisis. So action is really needed now to ensure that all forests can continue to act as carbon sinks and of course an important site for biodiversity. 2.7 degrees Celsius temperature rise this century. The United Nations has said the latest stark warning ahead of crunch climate talks. Just before the COP26 climate summit in the Scottish city of the Glasgow, the UN's Environment Programme UNEP said on Tuesday, national plans to reduce carbon pollution amounted to weak promises not yet delivered. The G20 countries are responsible for 78% of all emissions, so the to-do items lies with them. Inger Anderson, executive director of the UNEP, told the developed countries have special responsibility to really step up, but actually everyone does, all 193 member states. Anderson said much of the pledged actions by countries is delayed under 2030, which scientists warn will be far too late to halt the world ravage of climate change on the planet. Action is needed now, she warned. Government will be in the spotlight at COP26 conference next week to meet a deadline of this year to commit to more ambitious greenhouse gas cut promise in what could be the last chance to put the world on track to limit warming to 1.5 1.5 Celsius 2.7 Fahrenheit above pre-industrial levels. This would help prevent the worst imagined catastrophic changes threatening the planet, scientists say. As extreme weather events including superstorm, forest fires, floods increasingly hit countries around the world, even the slightest increase in the global temperatures will worsen the situations. Thundering wake-up call. The UN World Meteorological Organization said ahead of the two-week event, which began on Sunday, that greenhouse gas concentrations hit a record last year and the world is way off track in capping rising temperature. If all pledged by 192 countries under the Paris Agreement are taken together, an increases of about 16% in global emission is expected by 2030 compared to 2010, which would lead to warming of 2.7 Celsius by the end of the century, a figure where life on Earth would be devastating for millions of people. UN Chief Antonio Guterres said Tuesday's report shows the world was still on the track of climate catastrophe. This report is another thundering wake-up call. Now, many do we need? The emission gap is the result of the leadership gap. Guterres told a press briefing, the era of half measures and hollow promises must end. The time for closing the leadership gap must be in Glasgow. UNEP said most recent commitment would save 7.5% of the previously predicted 2030 emissions level. To keep on 1.5 Celsius trajectory, a 55% reduction is needed. The report said plans of many of the 49 countries that have made net zero pledges remained vague and were not reflected in their formal commitment. We have 8 years to make the plans, put in place the policies, implement them, and ultimately delivers the cuts. Anderson said, "Clock is ticking now," loudly. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change in August said Earth could hit the 1.5 Celsius threshold as soon as 2030 and be consistently above it by mid-century. The report said even if all the net zero pledges were delivered in full, there was a 60% chance that temperatures rises would hit 2.7 Celsius by 2100. There is no appetite for reducing fossil fuels consumption globally at the rate required to meet our climate goals, said Miles Allen, professor of the Geosystem Science at the University of Oxford. Like, comment and share, plus subscribe.